Hi there! Welcome again to yet another episode at Gear Culture. My name is Joe, and in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through something that is very essential that you need to do for your car periodically. Have you ever sat in your car driving on the highway and turned on your AC and you realize that the air that comes out of the AC is either dusty or smells like mold and musty? In today's video, we're going to fix that up. We're going to go out and change out our cabin air filter, lubricate up our blower motor and clean it up as well. Then go ahead and disinfect the whole AC system. And this is something that you can easily do in your place, in your garage, at home, and it's very easy procedure. We were going to work using my BMW E87. Your car could be a different car, but the procedure or the process that you need to do is pretty much the same. So without wasting time, let's get started. To start off our work, we'll need the tools we need to work with. We have a trim removal kit that is going to prevent us from damaging any trim piece that we take apart from the car. Then we have our Torx that we'll be using to open the specialized screws on the under the passenger footwell to access the blower motor. Of course, we have a toothbrush that we're going to be using in conjunction with the multi-purpose cleaner to clean out the blower. Then we have our carbon activated cabin filter. This one is what we're going to work with. There are two types actually of carbon filters. There's the pollen filter, then there's a carbon activated filter with pollen, with the ability to also filter out pollen. The difference is that the carbon activated one helps remove smells that come into the cabin when you're sucking air from the outside into the cabin. I'll give an example. Have you ever been like in traffic jam and your AC is on and all of a sudden the interior of your car starts smelling like fumes from other cars outside? That is what happens when you have only a pollen filter and not one that has carbon or charcoal activated, because that gets rid of all those smells. It traps the smells, so even if you drive through a stinky area, that smell doesn't get into the car. Then we have the lube. Yeah, this is what we're going to use to lubricate our blower motor so that it remains running smoothly. Usually the blower motors, the bearing areas tend to dry out, and before you know it, your blower motor is not working as efficiently as it is. It tends to probably get stuck, and usually it makes some noise when the blower motor is on. If your blower motor is doing that, usually the bearings are rusted out either and need some and maybe dried out and need some lubrication. Then we do have that, the Quick Fresh. This is the disinfectant deodorizer that we're going to work with. This is going to kill the mold and the mildew within the air conditioning system. So we'll be running this last. So let's get with our work done. I almost forgot. Gloves. Very important. We'll need these. For this generation of BMWs, the cabin air filter is actually under the bonnet or in the hood. And we'll start off by opening that. So we'll first start off by unfastening these, then remove this cover. So it's a bit stuck, but just a little wiggle, because it seals on very tightly. And now it's coming off. There you go. Whoa, look at how much dust we have under there. And look at how filthy the filter looks. Imagine all this has been finding its way into the cabin. And this explains how much dust we've been inhaling while enjoying the air conditioner. So it's always important that you change it out as frequently as possible. We are going to also clean up this place here before we put in our new filter. Let's start off by getting rid of these leaves. Next, we wipe this down. there you go. We've been able to clean the space. No more dust for our AC to struggle with at the beginning. I know over time it's going to build up, but it's always good to periodically check it out and try and wipe down as much of this dust as it builds up, so that you do not have lots of these things entering the cabin filter. So the cabin filter is held in place with 3 tabs, one there, another one there, and the third one right over there. So we have to get them off, like gently just pushing against the tab backwards and lifting. Do the same for the next one, push, lift. Then also the final one, push, lift. That way the filter can come off. There it is. This is a side-by-side comparison of the old filter and the new filter, and you can see there's a huge difference. This was also carbon activated, but you can see this has really seen the test of time. So the one I got is Bosch, and it's actually one that is used in the E87 BMW as well as in the E90 BMW. So make sure that you get the right part for your car. Just like we've just cleaned that tray, we're going to do the same for this cover. With the intake all cleaned up, we will be now inserting the new filter, and the process or the procedure is the reverse of what we did while removing it. Now we just push it in so that the tabs can clip, and for the last clip, just push it in till it clips. There you go. Make sure the filter is seated in flat, properly clipped, and it has sealed off through all the edges. And once that is done, and you're sure it's seated in well, because you don't want to have gaps that let in dust into the car. You just want to make sure it seals all through the intake. Now to get or to fasten the intake back onto the car. I noticed actually that there is supposed to be a tab here that screws over into this hole here, and another one that is here that goes into this spot. So for this one, it's broken. I'll just have to get a replacement one, but for now, this can do for now. I'll just go ahead and fasten those in place. With our cabin filter fully installed, I think now we're going to go to the next step, and that is to service out our blower motor. The blower motor is under this glove compartment, and to access it, we'll have to use a T20 Torx to remove a screw there, another one right over there. Then we'll also have to remove this small plastic trim retainer clip. With the screws removed, now we'll just simply pull this down slowly. There is a clip that you can push to get this out. That's the blower motor. Now to pull it out, there is a tab up there. I'm going to be showing you that we need to pull down and twist this blower motor out of position. Then that's when it will come down. But again, before we do that, we want to disconnect the motor. Right over there is where the connector for the blower motor is. To easily access the blower motor, we want to pull this vent slightly out so that we can create some room. And now blower motor is out. As you can see, it's all full of dust and dirty, and that can be detrimental to the lubrication of the moving components. So we are going to try and clean this out and see how best to make it better. So I've also, in the process of unscrewing, I ended up removing this lower bit that allows us to see this the bottom part of where the bearings are for the blower. Just place it over here, and much as it's freely moving, we just need to precautionally lube it up and clean it up just to make sure it remains this way for a longer time. To clean this up, I'm going to use my all multi-purpose cleaner with a toothbrush, just get into all the spots where I can't get in easily with the cloth. Then I will use this oil, the multi-purpose oil, to lube up the bearings. Just be careful not to pour or spray it in sections that you wouldn't want to get wet. I will then go in here with the toothbrush just to clean out every single fin in here. Well, I've tried my best, but with the blower fan now looking way much better than it was, I will go ahead and lubricate it. The points I have to lubricate would be at the top shaft, at the top of this shaft, and at the bottom, which I can access through this little opening here. Right over there, I'm able to see the bottom of the shaft there. I'll slowly drip this in. Just make sure you don't pour quite a lot in there. Guess what? I decided to get this part off the blower motor with just 3 screws in there that go into this slot, that slot over there, and that one. And that, with that removed, I was able to pull this off, and I have full access to this thing. Now I can actually even go ahead and clean this section much better, wipe it down, clean off the dust and gunk at the top here as well. Then I can easily now lubricate that moving component of the motor, just to make sure that the lube goes in way better in there. With the motor all lubed up, I'll go back and assemble it. Just run this cable through it. Just make sure it lines up properly. With the housing placed back on, I'll use a T15 to screw down these screws onto the housing, onto the motor itself, with the fan at the top. Fine, now we cover this up. With that done, we'll have this now put back into the car. This is the tab that I was talking about. Every time you have to get it out, you pull on this tab slightly down, downwards that way, then twist the whole unit out of place. So we're going to put it back in, line it up, and twist it back until this clips back into the retainer. With this put in already, we'll go ahead and cover up this area. Now, before I cover it up, I want to make sure that the fan is correctly connected and it will work right. So I'm going to start up the car and see if the AC blows. So now I'll go ahead and turn it on. You're not starting the car. We just want to make sure that the fan goes on. And the wind is actually coming through. If I increase the... Ooh-wee! It's blowing. Okay, let's just start the car. And it's really, really blowing hard. I'll put the fan at maximum. I can't hear the noise from the blower motor. That means everything is working just okay. And it's actually sucking air from the outside. Less dusty. I can smell the dust in here, meaning the air filter is doing its job properly. Now I'll go ahead and disinfect the remaining of the plumbing system in here. But before we disinfect, we need to put this back up. We need to cover up this area. And just like we took it apart, that's the same way we're going to put it back together. Next is disinfecting the system with this Disinfectant Fogger. This one is by Flamingo, and I believe it works well. Never used it before. I've been using Shield, but the last time I went to the store, I only found this there, so I might as well give it a try. I see it even has a lemon scent to it. Well, I hope it just leaves that scent lingering around in the car. But just to quickly let you know how this works, this contains some compounds or components that will kill mold and mildew and anything that is actually created as such. It's an antibacterial fogger. So what we're going to do now is going to turn on the car, turn on the AC, turn on recirculation. What we want is this air, the fogger, whatever comes out of this fogger, is recirculated within the cabin. And that way we keep everything running through the vents. We have to make sure that the vents are all open. None of them should be closed, to make sure that I'll also turn this one is on, and the other one is also on. What we want is that air should come through all these vents, recirculate, pushing this fogger through all the vents, so that whatever whatever mold or mildew is in here gets destroyed as this thing runs through. So what we're going to do is turn on the car. Next would be to turn on the fan all the way to max, which we already have right now. It is pulling air from the outside, but we want to make sure that we recirculate the air that is within. So we turn on recirculation. That way it's sucking the air within the car itself. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to squeeze this so that it starts spraying. You have to make sure that all the windows of the car are up and closed. We want to trap the air in here. So I'll go ahead and press this. Once I press this, it's going to get stuck and clip there. I'll put it down there in the footwell. We don't want this to be hitting against the dashboard, because it could easily stain it. We just want to be precautionary. And we'll step out of the car, leave the car to run for 10 minutes or even 15, just to make sure everything runs through. Then after that, we will be letting the air out. So I'll go ahead and press this. Stuck. So we're going to let it in there, get out of the car. And I'm going to let this run for the next 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll be back when that is done. We're starting the counter now.
15 minutes later.
Right, we're back again, and the car has been running for the past 15 minutes. And now I'll go ahead and it all smells like lemon in here. I will leave all the windows down. Check that down. I will also turn the air from recirculation to pulling air from the outside. That way we're letting all the fresh air in. We're going to let it run for another 5 minutes just to clear out whatever is in here that has killed all the mold. And now that brings us to the end of our maintenance or our servicing of the AC system. It's as simple as that. All we had to do, just to give you a recap, is that we changed out the cabin air filter, then we pulled out the blower motor, lubed it up, cleaned out the fins. Then after that, what we did was to use this guy over here, this Disinfectant Fogger, to blow through the system, and it actually smells lemony fresh right now. I hope I'm not going down with with the mold and mildew, but I doubt that. So all those 3 steps are enough to improve the experience when you're running the air conditioning in your car. So at the end of the day, you want something that is healthy to you, that is not going to make you fall sick. And more lays ahead. There's quite some more projects to come along. So keep stuck onto this channel, subscribe, leave a comment, share some few tips, because we're going to be sharing more information as we do other pieces of work, like servicing other components of the car. Otherwise, with that said, I would like to wish you a lovely day. Adios.